Alright, so part 3 of A Tale of Crowns. Last time we stopped at choosing a pronoun. So either let's just go with he, them. That's not really a difficult choice. I'll choose he or them. But since you can only choose one, he it is. So I go by he, you answer, glancing towards the exit as you wonder if it will be rude to just leave. Yes, it would, but we could still do it and do it in a nice way. Really, it depends on how you do it. That will decide whether it's rude or not. Okay. Well met, Persian smiles at you. You may refer to me as she, if you did not already know. It's a true pleasure to see a new face around these parts. Usually it's the same old customers. She hasn't actually seen your face, strictly speaking, but you're not about to volunteer to correct that technicality. Not wanting to get trapped in a long-winded conversation, we respond with a non-committal hum instead. Will that be all then? She says, leaning forward onto the counter as it seems she took your indifference as shyness. Perhaps I might interest you in an additional potion at half the price to extend the duration of the glamour? I don't think we have that much money, do we? Her sales pitch aside, she seems quite friendly. So we didn't even bother to think about it. Okay. While you are usually attracted to women, you decide to keep your distance. While you are attracted to anyone with a pretty smile, you decide to keep your distance. You're usually attracted to men, so her pretty smile doesn't affect you. I'm attracted to anyone with a pretty smile. Come on. You're beautiful and you have a nice smile. Come on. Let's vibe. Okay. You clear your throat, awkwardly glancing away from Persian's glittering dark eyes as you take a small step back from the counter. That's quite all right. She looks somewhat disappointed, but recovers quickly. Very well. I'll have your glamour ready for you in 2 days' time. You incline your head with a murmured good night, depart the shop again. You incline your head and with a murmured good night depart the shop again, the tension draining out of you as you breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, let's do a quick recap because from where we started in the middle, it's not really obvious what happened first. So of course, first of all, we were running away from people, and while we were running away from them in the prologue, our mother looked at us and she saw that we had golden eyes, which means we're now the new crown, and the previous crown, which is the king, had died. And now time skipped to 10 years later, we're 25, our parents are apparently dead, and we're now looking for a glamour from a magician to hide our eyes so that nobody will see that our eyes are golden and that we are actually supposed to be ruling the kingdom. That's it. Alright. No one has ever seen through your disguise before. The shadow of the hood usually dark enough to obscure the true color of your eyes. That hood must be magic. Part of it might be that the possibility simply doesn't occur to people. Yeah, it certainly wouldn't occur to you were you not in this position. Some days you almost wish someone would find out, just so you could be free of carrying the weight of the secret. I don't know why you can't just go straight to the palace gate and be like, hey, look at my eyes, I'm the new crown. Put me on the throne and let me rule. I mean, you don't really want to rule, but it certainly will be easier than what you're doing, right? Or maybe it wouldn't. Nah, ruling has never seemed like an easy thing, so maybe. But you can't let it happen. Not when you don't know who to trust. Yeah, maybe the moment they'll see you, they'll invite you instead and then kill you. And then you'll be dead, and then another new crown will be elected somewhere else, so bad idea. You'll still remember the day the fires found you and burnt the gold into your irises. Your mother staring at you as if you sentenced your entire family to death, and maybe you did. Back when you were a child, you always thought the reason you and your family were on the run was because of your father, but in hindsight, that was probably yet another lie you were fed to keep you in the dark. Shaking the memory off before it poisons your thoughts, you continue on back towards a small inn near the outskirts of the city, where you manage to find a room once arriving to Marabad. You are not native here, but you travelled all over the province of Rojan with your parents and have wandered these streets many times as a child. The last time you visited was when you were 17. But 8 years hasn't changed much about the labyrinth city. It's just as difficult to navigate as ever due to its nearly uniform layout. You probably would have never returned here either if it were not for your father. How did our father make us return? Can you believe that there are still people willing to risk it after what happened to Yado? To your right, standing near the base of the hillside street, is a couple who appear to be quietly discussing something among each other. In fact, the person wearing a bright yellow scarf is the same one you passed by earlier as you went into the shop. So maybe they are an important character. You intend to ignore them since attracting any attention is the last thing you want at this point. But what one of them says next arrests you. I can believe it, actually, the scarf wearer replies to their friend with a sigh, shaking their head. Though you'd have to be either very stupid or very desperate to try and deceive Lady Rosarin with such a cheap trick. For the first time, one of the main characters is... Wait, Lady Rosarin? What? I was gonna say for the first time one of the main characters is mentioned, but why have they already decided that it was a girl? I thought... This is Lady Rosarin. Oh, come on. I see. So it seems that the sorceress is gonna be a woman. Okay. I wouldn't have minded if it were a man, though. Lady Rosarin, the very reason you embarked upon this journey in the first place. Oh, really? You were planning on gathering information about her whereabouts sometime tomorrow, but now that the opportunity has presented itself, even with your eyes in the state that they are in, you find it hard to pass up. How do you go about asking them more about Lady Rosarin? No point dancing around the issue. You'll just ask what you need to know. In cases like these, a friendly smile and some artful deception work best. What should we do now? Is it the time when our saves will stop being important? Let's save. Still the common route. Let's say a friendly smile, you know? Being a little bit direct will be like... They might not be very happy with that. Okay. Excuse me, you say as you approach the couple, both pausing in their chat to turn and look at you. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation, and I was just wondering, is it true Lady Rosarin is still in Marabad? Oh, yes. She's staying at the Royal Palace here, the scarf wearer's friend answers airily, though they give you a suspicious look. Despite your friendly demeanor, you keep a careful distance. Why? I was actually hoping to have an audience with her, you answer honestly, though it doesn't take you long to start bending the truth. Everyone knows she's a magus of great skill, being the crown sorcerer and all, though I've heard she has yet to take on an apprentice. I was hoping I could convince her to pick me. Wow, pick me! Okay, I'm joking, but of course, that is a very ambitious thing. The scarf wearer whistles. That's pretty brave of you, considering how many people she has already turned down for the position. Maybe even a bit arrogant to have been told, you reply lightly. But I won't know until I try. I respect that, the scarf wearer's friend responds. Then you're in luck that she's still around, though I'm not sure if you'll be able to get her attention, with the search of the crown still going on. You said it, the scarf wearer agrees. The last time I was in the area, there was a whole crowd gathered claiming to be the successor. It was like a small mob. Your brows arc slightly, though you you suppose is not that unexpected considering the circumstances. Who wouldn't want to rule the empire after all? Who except you wouldn't want to? Well, except for you. Oh yeah. I should have just kept on reading. I take it many people have tried to pass off as the successor. You don't know the half of it, the Scarfwearer sighs. We've never gone so long without a crown before, so people think to try and take advantage of the tension in the imperial house by slapping on an eye glamour and hoping no one will notice. Wow. As if Lady Rosalind could be fooled, their friend scoffs. These selfish idiots have just made her search more difficult. I hear she's even considering giving up entirely to return to Zeraton. She's given up the search? The Scarfwearer says, looking at their friend in surprise. Their expression a small mirror of their alarming feel at the thought of letting this chance slip away. It would be temporary, their friend considers, though it's a small comfort. Temporary or not, you cannot afford to wait. Has she already quit searching in Marabad, you ask, trying to keep the urgency from your tone, even as you feel the restlessness at the bottom of your feet. I'm not sure, the friend responds with a shrug. I haven't been near the palace in a while, but they have already very well opened it to the public again if she left. But they could have already very well opened it to the public again if she left. I see. You'll have to visit tomorrow then to assess the situation. Thank you for your time. I should get going. No problem at all, the Scarfwearer says brightly, and their friend gives you a casual wave as you take your leave from them. You haven't expected to find Lady Rosalind so soon, and yet it still may be too late if the rumor of her giving up for the search for the crown is true. Ideally, you'll be able to see her tomorrow, and then your eye glamour wouldn't be necessary at all. But you have a feeling that it won't be so simple, because life never is. Let's now take a deep breath, and setting aside these thoughts for now, you try and enjoy the cool breeze blowing through the streets as you make your way back to the inn. And that is the end of this video. I'll continue in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.